Hey, this is Matt Rogers. I'm a physical therapist and strength coach in Oregon City, and I want to talk to you real quick about what to do when you're a kid playing sports and you get injured. So first, try the good old PRICE. Stands for protection, rest, ice, compression, and elevation. Super easy, and it works more often than not to really calm down swelling and pain and helps you get back to sport pretty fast. Okay, so when that doesn't work, or you just know it's a big enough injury where it's not going to respond to that, the next step is to talk to your athletic trainer at your school. If you don't have one, then you need to talk to either your doctor, or if you have a physical therapist that you work with, it's time to give them a call. So your athletic trainer has a lot of tools and resources to look at your injury, decide what the next best step is, whether it's working on a strengthening issue or stretching or resting it, and helps you get back to sport faster. But what they also might do is recommend one of two things. They might say, you know what, this really needs the eyes of your doctor. Go see your doctor. They can do some imaging, like an x-ray or an MRI if it's needed, and they can really rule out a serious injury. And one thing your doctor might also do is then refer you to a physical therapist. Now, your athletic trainer might just already refer you to a physical therapist, and depending on your insurance, you could just go ahead and do that. And what a physical therapist can offer is a lot of different things. First, they can help you really manage that acute phase. They can help you with modalities, some kind of a brace, a lot of education on how to get the pain and swelling down. They also then will diagnose a movement dysfunction that might be leading to the injury in the first place. So a weakness or a stiffness or something that's unstable, and they can make recommendations off of that. And the other thing they really do is they'll test you when it's time to return to sport, and they can put you through some tests to see if it's actually going to hold up. And they also work really closely with your doctor and your athletic trainer. If your athletic trainer does send you straight to a physical therapist, the physical therapist will screen you and decide if you need to go see that doctor too. So sometimes you need to go straight to the doctor from the athletic trainer. Sometimes you can go see the physical therapist and rule out a serious injury with some tests right there in the clinic, and that's a good way to do it. The most important step is to really have good communication between the athlete, the parent, and then the healthcare providers that are involved. So whether it be the physical therapist, the doctor, the athletic trainer, and probably in some cases it's best when all three of those have good contact with the parent and the athlete.